said, we'll hit the road and let fate decide. But fate had snacks and a haunted guide. To Salem they rolled through that witchy town. Tombi wore a hat, Tam doubled down. Black cat sold brooms and a spooky brew. And Tombi swore the house really flew. For 10 days rolling, no looking back. Teabagging the map with a suitcase of snacks. From ghost towns to coast towns, they rode with flair, leaving giggles, crumbs, and sass in the air. Tombi and Tam making memories stick. Road trip legends with a coffee fix. Next stop, Sleepy Hollow's dark delight. They searched for heads well into the night. Then zipped to Annapolis by crab and tide. Tombi yelled, I smell seafood pride. DC brought monuments, politics, and memes. Tam photobombed the senator's dreams. Then Chesapeake called with a salty breeze. They drove through bugs and roadside trees. For 10 days rolling, no looking back. Teabagging the map with a suitcase of snacks. From ghost towns to coast towns, they rode with flair, leaving giggles, crumbs, and sass in the air. Tombi and Tam making memories stick. Road trip legends with a coffee fix. Dexman said hi with a southern hug and a biscuit that could knock out a mug. The mountains rose, the skies turned white, and Knoxville danced in the Tennessee pride. 10 days later, with hearts full and wide, they'd driven through weird with laughter as their guide. No plan, just vibes and rest stops view. They made a memory that only legends do. 10 days burning down that road with Tam and flip-flops and Tombi and code. They teabagged states with honks and grace, left jokes and crumbs in every place. From Boston's bean to Knoxville's hills, they're the kind of duo that gives you chills. Here's to the journey, not the map. To every weird sign, nap and snack. To Tombi and Tam, the legends roll on with a playlist loud. And the tea bag strong.
But it hasn't switched. Right, I'm going to switch it manually. Let's switch it manually. Let's see if it works. There we go. Ladies, gents. Oh, there we go. There we go. I can hear myself. God, I hate my own voice. How are we doing, guys? Thank you very much indeed for joining us on kind of like basically the second stream we've managed to get to. Considering that we're actually staying in proper hotels throughout all of our travels, the internet has been shit, absolutely shockingly bad.
Yep.
I mean, to be able to upload the intro alone took way past 30 minutes just to upload the intro. It was bonkers. But how are we doing in chat? I see Charlotte joined us. How you doing, Shasha? Good to see you. Good to see you. And, of course, Maria, who's bobbing along to the music in her chair at work. I've made, so for Maria and everybody else that's in chat, I've made specific custom songs for all of the stops. Now, there's obviously 3 that you haven't been able to hear because we weren't able to stream in Annapolis or Richmond or anywhere. So this was basically the next place where we've had sufficient bandwidth and time. Yeah, it's shy. I'm surprised. America, sort your internet out.
It's amazing now. Backward the internet is.
Yeah,
it's really so backward. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy. But chat, very good to see you. Very good to see you. Tombi is full up with cold and snot and everything else because I am suffering. For the first time in my life, I am suffering with hay fever. Now, how the fuck does someone go through his entire life never suffering from hay fever, to now suffering non-stop with hay fever. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's absolutely bonkers. But yeah, we've been up to mischief. Yesterday was quite interesting with the emergency services turning up for the fire brigade. So not just one fire engine, but 4, and the police turned up. So that was interesting. And Charlotte says you've got Mike on your tops. Very cool. Yes, Grandad is cool. Nanny not so much, but Grandad is cool.
Nanny's not cool.
Grandad's got all of the gear stuff because obviously the camera that we're currently using is Nanny's, is my old one.
Yeah.
But it allows us to plug the microphones. So these microphones that we've got on our tops,
This side.
they actually pull up our voices quite well. So better than the laptop could ever do, better than our mobile phones could ever do. And I've kind of like keyed the audio so it sounds as good as they can do. So yeah, hello chat, good to see you.
Actually, that's the second time this week all hell's broke loose with fire engines.
Yeah, so we're at Steel Legs' house, and as soon as we start to leave Steel Legs, we hear a police car coming from nowhere, and he flew around his estate. Absolute bonkers. He must have been doing at least 60 miles an hour coming around Steel Legs' estate. And yeah, the house was on fire at the end of Steel Legs Road. I promise it's not me. I'm not doing it.
But every time we thought it had stopped, that was it, no more of anything. Another fire engine come round the corner. Yeah. So I think there were 3 normal fire engines, a ladder unit, and 2 small ones, and an ambulance.
Barry H, greetings from the same side of the pond for a change. It does make a little bit of a change. And I had biscuits and gravy yesterday.
Yeah.
So when it comes to biscuits and gravy tastes really, really nice. I'm quite happy to eat biscuits and gravy. For Tam, it's more, she's got to get used to the flavour combination. But the only thing I find with certainly American cooking in general, there is a hell of a lot of sugar in it, and there's a hell of a lot of salt in it.
Oh, yeah, so salt's a killer.
So the biscuits and gravy I actually found slightly salty, and because of the saltiness, it was really, really rich. But it was more than edible. It was lovely. I mean, the biscuits, they are very scone-like, whereas our scones are sweet, cakey based. Yours are savoury, cakey based as well.
They're a weird cross between a cake and a bread.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Battery H says usually the sausage that makes it go solid. I can actually see that because what it tasted like was very much a creamy roux. So obviously they've taken the fat from the sausages, they've added the flour, they've made the roux, they've added the cooked sausage back in. So obviously they've fried off sausage, then they've taken the sausage out by the feel of it, put the roux together, scraped off all of the bits from frying off the sausage, and then putting stuff together. And great, we are going to be finishing in before your B-roll starts, so don't stress, mate. This is only a quick stream because we haven't managed to get to it. But the biscuits and gravy, I could eat that once a month, I reckon. I don't think I could eat it any more often than that because it was just so rich. And until I get used to the amount of sugar, the amount of salt in the American diet, because everything is fat, salt, and sugar. So it seems. Everything's fat, salt, and sugar. But we are heading to Nashville tomorrow.
We are.
Yep. Yeah, we are heading to Nashville tomorrow. So we've done the last couple of days in Knoxville, done some more walking around today, much to Tam's poorly toes. But I did make Tam walk a good, 5-mile round trip to a bakery.
Yeah, just to get cake.
Yeah, just to get cake.
Just to get cake. and I have got to say this, biscuits and gravy. Yes, give me the biscuits. They're very good. I could use those to mop up anything apart from gravy. It's disgusting. I'm sorry.
She doesn't like it.
I've got to say it's disgusting. But
I'm quite happy
I've
with
been
it.
trying things. So I've tried the biscuits and gravy. I've had apple fritters with my breakfast.
Which
Believe
was
it or not,
weird.
which was strange, but actually worked really
Yeah.
well with the sausages.
Yeah.
I've tried, corned beef hash. No, you can keep that as well. That was something else.
Americans don't do hash browns either.
No.
Your hash browns are not what we would consider hash browns. So, so Americans' version of hash browns is just the shredded potato. Then they take a lump of that shredded potato and then just stick it on the hot plate. And then they flip it, and that's it. That's a hash brown. But for us in the UK, our hash browns are, you take that shredded potato, you then squeeze them down, and you make basically a fritter with it, but it's nicely shaped. Think of McDonald's hash browns, basically exactly the same.
Add grated onion to ours.
We add grated onion to ours because you have to have onion or garlic in with everything. Greg, how you doing, Greg? Hey, how's it doing, gays? Living a dream. We do hash browns 100 different ways. Yeah, and to be honest, a lot of your food, you are fucking insane. What? It's the combinations that we're finding at breakfast. So you'll have your French toast, which is generally a sweet dish. You'll have your maple syrup. You'll have your strawberries. You'll then get offered bacon and sausages, and it's like that combination is just weird. That combination is just weird.
Yeah.
And we're finding that quite often with some of the meals that we've had. Is you'll get the standard stuff. Let's have a burger with chips, or fries, or shoestring fries, and then all of a sudden there's half a freaking tin of peaches or pears on the side. But we've been able to eat pretty much everywhere we've gone to. We haven't had too much of a problem with the food.
We're going for ribs tonight.
We are going to go to Calhoun's tonight. So Lance, I think it was Lance who recommended Calhoun's. So we're going to go down to Calhoun's on the river and do a proper set of ribs and stuff.
And then we're going to a bar to listen to some music.
Yep. We're going to go to Market Square and listen to music and just generally doss about until it's time to come back. Can't drink too much because obviously I'm driving tomorrow. But we're just going to go into Market Square. We're going to have some ribs. We're going to try and walk it off. What's going on with my hat?
Bananas Foster French toast.
So Battery H says, "Ooh, I've got the place for you then. Banana Foster's French toast." They had something similar sounding to that at Ruby Surprise. They had something similar to that at Ruby Surprise. They had French toast, and then they've got rum, kind of like caramelized rum bananas, which sounded interesting.
They've got a lot of New Orleans recipes on there.
Yeah, it was all New Orleans recipes. Battery H also says if you're going to do hash browns, you have to give them. You have to give the ones at Waffle House a try. We haven't made it to Bucky's yet. Bucky's, we were going to stop off at Bucky's, but I had basically driven from Richmond all the way to Knoxville with only a short break. So we are going to head down to the next Bucky's on the way to Nashville. But we are going to see a house tomorrow. I have to send a message to the occupant and just make sure it's okay to pop in.
Yeah, but I will say I'm finding Knoxville very odd.
Yeah,
it's a very, very strange place.
Oh, Battery H. Yep, there we go. Caramelized rum bananas is Banana Foster's. There we go. So yeah, that Ruby Surprise, which is in Market Square, the top end of Market Square in Knoxville, that's what they had on the menu. And it did look good. out loud. It's probably both. I want to see, one, how clean their toilets are, but I also want to have some food at Bucky's. Atom Gray, Waffle House uses dried potatoes, so the hash browns are super crispy. Are we back?
We're back.
Are we back?
I think we have a connection. Yes.
Right. Hey, people. Yanni says, hey, lovely people. Every now and again, our net might down because this hotel's shite.
Yeah. It's
Well,
very
actually,
low at the moment.
the hotel, in terms of the room, the hotel is actually pretty. This room is pretty good.
That's just the lounge.
This is just the lounge, by the way. There is a full bedroom suite behind that door.
And a full bathroom
and
and a separate toilet and sink.
Yeah, that's where the saucy stuff happens, but you can't see that. But yeah, the Wi-Fi is shit. I've never been anywhere in the UK where we've struggled for internet, and America just massively struggled constantly with connectivity. Otherwise, we would have done streams almost every day.
Yeah, it's
almost every day.
Really bad. Well, it took you nearly a whole day to reload the laptop.
Yeah, so I bought a new laptop while we've been over here, because ultimately it saved me best part of £600 on this laptop versus. Yanni's just said, "Yay, Rumble!" I should also point out that Tams's Rumble is also live, Yanni.
Yes, my Rumble live too.
Let me get Tams's Rumble, because then everyone can say, "Hello, user," and what's your name?
Destiny's.
Yeah, I know it is. I'm just trying to spell it. Bez. We're doing it live, kids. We're doing it live. I'm pretty sure it's going to be this one. So someone pop into this link. Most hotel Wi-Fi is terrible here. That's what I'm finding. Is what I'm finding. Bleach.
Yeah, because you showed down the corridor to the bedroom.
To the saucy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where magic happens.
Yeah, but
I go to sleep. Well, Tam goes to sleep.
Knoxville is very odd.
Yeah.
I will say that.
We did actually walk past all the homeless people.
Oh.
That was by accident.
Yeah.
We found them under the underpass, and unfortunately they were in the way to get back to the hotel, so we kind of had to walk past them. And my good God, it opens the eyes. You don't see it too much in the UK. You have your homeless, granted, but it's few and far between. And over here,
that was a little off put in today.
Big old cluster of them.
I will say it's the first time that we've walked somewhere that we maybe shouldn't have walked.
Yanni, following.
Oh, hi,
Yay!
Yanni. Yay!
So yeah, Yanni's following over on the Rumble, eh? Nice. Yeah, so Tam's getting her Rumble sorted out this month. Hopefully she can get on the creator program at the end of this month. Sandy Q. Hey guys, enjoyed meeting you and spending an amazing morning with you both. Mate, we had such a blast. And the funniest thing was we started watching National Treasure.
Yeah.
The first night we got to Knoxville, we started watching National Treasure, and it's like, been there, sat there, got to see this, and it was all because of Sandy Q. All because of Sandy Q. Sandy Q took us around basically most of the in Washington, D.C., and pretty much with the exception of Lincoln Memorial, which is the one thing that we wanted to do after leaving Sandy Q to escape our clutches.
Yeah, we end up walking 10 miles. By the time we'd got back to the train station, we'd actually walked 10 miles. Yeah. I was very, very tired.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, most of Knoxville's fine. Certainly, we've walked around as much as we could do. Went down to the river. We were trying to do a river paddle boat, but unfortunately, they didn't have anything to do today. So we're going to do a paddle boat once we get to Nashville. So I'm going to tum on the river and probably have some lunch or something.
Yeah.
Yanni says you both must be exhausted. I'm not. We're not too bad actually.
No, it's been a lot of driving.
I'm just suffering from hay fever, which sucks. My nose in a minute.
So we'd both had a really nice shower this morning.
B-roll.
I popped out to have breakfast, and Mr. Lump here says, "Oh, come on, let's go for a walk." So around Old Town, and he said, "Oh, come on, let's go find this cake shop so we can get a cake."
Yep.
It's 32 degrees with 60% humidity.
Yeah.
So I actually felt like I'd had a bath by the time I got back to the hotel over 5 miles later.
Yeah. Yeah, the funny thing is, Battery H, I've never suffered from hay fever at all. Never in my life have I suffered from hay fever. And I come to it's specifically in Tennessee, get into Tennessee, and that's it. My nose is just full of snot. It's snot very good. Lol. I just want to sniff as big as I can do, but I know it's just going to sound like bogies and stuff.
Oh, dear.
Sandy Q says, "Hello, Yanni. Happy Friday. Happy Friday." Yes.
So, yes, it was very nice to meet Sandy. We had a good morning.
Yep.
She treated us to a lovely brunch.
Yep.
And then we decided to walk a few more miles.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was well worth going.
We have decided that we need to do Boston again because we missed out on a lot, and we are going to do DC again because there's an awful lot to get round, and we reckon that we probably need 3 days just in DC alone, hop skip between some of the museums, and to take part in some of the museums, National Archives and things like that, to go around and have a look at all the important stuff. Yes. Sandy Q did 12.6 miles that day. Awesome adventure. Oh, mate, I mean, I was feeling amazing by the time I got back. Tams's feet were just like ready to explode.
Yeah.
But yeah, 33 degrees here with only 50% humidity, positively dry. Yeah, it's calming down in terms of humidity at the minute, but it is getting hotter.
Yeah, we are actually waiting for thunderstorms.
Charlotte asks a question. Speaking of DC, why is the White House a lot smaller than expected? We were shocked that it was muy pequeño. It was tiny. It was so small.
Yeah.
Every film that portrays the White House is usually the White House is massive. I mean, look at that film with White House Down with old Channing Tatum.
It's like the long 6 foot long.
Yeah. Well, in that film, it's like 6 miles because he's racing around it in the car. But looking at where we were, that would have taken about 12 seconds just to walk across. It's just a small building, but people think it's bigger due to camera angles on the news, I think. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were expecting it to be really big, but yeah.
It really wasn't. And who spy chat? Ben! How you doing, Ben? It's good to see you. I need to blow my nose. So I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna take my mic off before I blow it in people's faces.
Yeah, guys, so I've been wondering why my shorts have been so uncomfortable all day. Something kept irritating my leg. I've just found the label that I didn't pull out of my shorts. Nice. Oh, Philly as well. Yeah, so tomorrow morning off to look at our house and then down to Nashville. So it's going to be our start of our final week tomorrow. It's just gone so quick, and I don't actually feel like we've done anything, if you know what I mean by that. Although we've been here, there and everywhere, I really don't feel like we've managed to see enough, do enough. I can't reach the mouse. So, the fun part of the White House, there's no restrooms on the state ground floor in the main portion of the building. There are some in the east and west wings, if I recall properly. Okay, that's interesting. Why? That seems a little bit... So you just got break your neck the whole time you're there? Oh, hiya, Dazzy. And Scooby Pup. But, Tombi's really, really suffering. I actually just find it hilarious that he's suddenly got hay fever. Oh, no indoor plumbing. Well, it's not that hard to plumb a bleeding toilet in. Come on. Doesn't take rocket science. Just a good plumber. Oh, so yes, we've done lots of shopping.
Shopping for geeky T-shirts is probably one of my most favourite things.
Yeah, I still had the label in my shorts.
Nice.
That's what was irritating.
At least they weren't in your knickers.
Catch you later, Sandy.
Yeah, you take care, Sandy.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary, Sandy Q. Everybody says happy anniversary to Sandy Q. Go, 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 go.
So Dazzy's just joined the chat as well.
Dazzy has.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Dazzy, hello, wonderful seeing you both. Hope the holiday is going well. Yeah, apart from the hay fever and just being so full of snot, it's great. I have bought
lots and lots of clothes.
Lots of new T-shirts.
Oh, dear, shove me out.
Yeah, I'll just shove Tam out of the way. Godzilla. So there's T-shirt number 1. I've got one. So the one that I'm wearing has got Winnie the Pooh on the back. Yes.
Such a bitch.
Shut up.
His T-shirt.
Do as you're told, woman.
It's literally. I've never known a woman shop as much as Tombi has this holiday.
Solo leveling. It's got to be done. I like my solo leveling. Also, like Sakamoto Days. Oh, yeah. Which one was this? This one was the Smooth Seas Never Made Skilled Sailors. Amazing. And I got my other gun one. Triggered. I fucking love it. I've got some more. I've got some more patches for me, caps and all sorts. Because when we were in, was it Richmond?
Yes.
When we were in Richmond, we found basically a full-on patriotic store at the premium outlets. Richmond.
No, it was the.
Yeah, it was premium outlets.
No, it was in the normal mall.
Yeah.
The Short Pump Mall.
Was it?
Oh.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it was.
But, Tommy's been doing lots of shopping. I've bought more freaking clothes on this holiday. I'm going to need to get an extra suitcase just for my clothes and the cups. I've purchased how many cups? Probably about 10 cups. Do you want to grab your cuppy thing?
Didn't you flush that off the other day?
I don't know. I can't remember. But I'm not sure Charlotte's seen it.
Oh.
Because I don't think Charlotte was awake. And where's the camera? Look at that. He's got Poppy and the Rosie on it. He got Poppy and the Rosie. I'm freaking gobsmacked at this thing. So I put some ice water in it. Richmond? No. Yes. Chesapeake. And it lasted the day after we were in Richmond. It still had water and ice in it. It was amazing. Bucky's will probably have some weird hats and caps. Yes. I have bought as many hats and as caps as I can do. White Bear, welcome to my state. Glad to have you all. Yes, indeed. White Bear, it's good to see you, mate. It's good to see you. Greg, and I cannot stand to wear silver or clean silver. I'll just rub some dirt on it.
Silver anniversary.
Silver anniversary. But congratulations to you both. Well, hey Tombi, hope your USA trip is going good. It's going very well. It's going way too quickly now. So we are heading down. Yanni says, "Lol, oh my gosh, kissed your guys bantering."
That was supposed to be me.
I know. Yanni says those Stanley Cups are insane. A girl left it in her car. Somehow her car caught fire, and even after the fire was out, the cup still had ice in it. Holy shit!
But it works while you've been driving.
Yeah, we are enjoying it. It's going a little bit too quickly now. We're hoping it's going to slow down for the next part, because obviously Nashville is our final place, but we're spending the most time there. But we're also going to be of Nashville on trips as much as we can do. We're doing we're doing a rodeo. We're doing some whiskey tours
and the
House music festival.
No, music Hall of Fame thing, country music museum.
Yeah,
we've got that to do.
Yeah, Charlotte. Oh yeah, I have seen it. Watched it the other day. What did you watch?
The other stream that we managed to do.
No, that's good. Yanni, we are going to be seeing a house tomorrow, hopefully. So I need to send the owner a message before it gets too late, just so that they're aware that we're in the vicinity. No, believe it or not, Yanni, most of the shopping we're actually waiting until we get to Nashville for.
My shopping, yes. Tombi's shopped till he's dropped.
Tombi can buy, nerdy, geeky T-shirts. I can find them everywhere. He did
buy me a new smartwatch because mine was giving up the ghost.
I bought her a new smartwatch. It's very smart. It tells her the time and everything. It's amazing. Pete, how's the trip going, my dude? Trip's going perfectly, Pete, apart from my bloody hay fever.
Right. Wipe out what now or when we move? Because we move on tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
We're in Knoxville at the moment.
Are you closer to Nashville, are you, Bear? Send me a DM. Send me a DM if you want. And Battery says, no worries. I've got a closet full of Firefly T-shirts. Mate, I fucking love a geeky T-shirt. Give me a geeky T-shirt or something that's just a little bit different, and I'm all on it. I'm all on it. Apart from the jeans with the kind of like the sewed in extra bits, and I was like, it kind of looks kind of gay, really. So I'm not going to do that. But I got myself a laptop, got myself some T-shirts, got myself some cups. What else have I got? A little bit fatter. Certainly put on
half a
stone, which is mostly because of the drink. Because trying to get just apple juice or orange juice is not possible. Greg says the Rebellion website has the bestest T-shirts. I don't know. You should see some of the T-shirts that I haven't actually worn yet. I've got plenty of T-shirts in the other room that I haven't even touched yet, because most of the time we've been able to get the clones cleaned and
Well,
back
yeah,
out.
I did have to do a pile of washing because he was running out of shorts and I was running out of clothes. Because
Only
I haven't
now,
bought any clothes. Oh, 2 pairs of jeans.
but 2 pairs of shorts and 2 t-shirts weren't exactly my fault. So one of the things that I found with American soda pops is that generally they're overpressurized. So me trying to open one as I'm fucking driving and the fucking thing explodes in my face and I'm covered in Dr. Pepper and everything else. Now the good thing is every other bottle I've managed to get Tam to open, just in case. Because I ain't getting fucking covered in shit again. I let her get covered in shit. Michelle, hello everyone. Did you meet Steel Legs Tank? I
Yes.
did meet Steel Legs Tank, and Steel Leg put pictures on Twitter about Tank. Tank wasn't very happy that I had left. Tank was ready to come home with us. Tank thought I was awesome. He kept on jumping up onto the chair and just snuggling on my shoulder. Yeah, he thought I was great.
Well,
Bless
at one
him.
point while I was sitting eating, I had all 3 of the dogs.
Yeah.
2 of them had their heads on my lap and the other one was lying behind them. So I had all 3 dogs.
Tara Crystal says restaurants only serve soda, water, or tea. Coffee or orange juice too if they serve breakfast. Do you know what? It's funny you should say because Ruby's surprised where we've been for breakfast the last 2 days. They don't do an English breakfast tea. I've had to have juice both days because they do not do.
Their coffee machine broke down this morning.
Yeah, she wasn't happy.
That's
She wasn't happy.
sacrilege. Can't have coffee machines break down on me in the mornings.
Yeah. Greg saying, I need to stock up. I'm through the first batch of 2000 AD shirts. Now, I have to actually chuck out some of my shirts at home. Because the problem is, I've got 4 stacks of T-shirts, and they're probably 10, maybe 12 deep. So I do have the ability to put a different T-shirt on every single day for over a month, which drives Tam insane because generally I'll get to 3/4 them all being used, and then there's a stack of them that never get used, or they're the older ones, and I never actually choose them anyway. Jose, how you doing, Jose? It's good to see you,
Rick.
brother Rick. Hello, my brother and sis Tombi and Tam. Tam, I heard Tank liked to lick your toes. Yes,
Yes.
the licky the toes.
Yeah, he kept trying to lick my face as well, and I hate it.
Tam's not one for letting animals lick her face. I don't really care because I grew up with dogs and I don't mind them licking me face. There's only bloody germs in it. Anybody that's had a animal will know there's those kids that have dogs generally have a higher immune system anyway. So
Not yet, Rick, because there hasn't really been a coffee machine to try it in.
no, not until Nashville. Not until
They've got a
Nashville,
proper
mate.
coffee machine in Nashville, I think.
Lance, guess what? We're going to Calhoun's. We're going to go to Calhoun's and have some ribs.
Yep.
We're going tonight. I'm going have some Calhoun's. So house hunting going. Well, it's really the house hunting really starts tomorrow. So the first property that we're going to go see is going to be tomorrow on our way up to Nashville, Tennessee. Fuck off. Trying to put some details into fucking Zillow at the minute. It is Zillow that we use.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna look at a house tomorrow on our way up, but I need to send a message to the homeowner. So as soon as I come off the stream, I'll send them a message and just ask them politely if it's okay to swing by. It's going to take us an hour to drive up there.
Yeah, just over an hour.
About thereabouts. So if we leave here 10, 11?
Yeah, check out time, because there's time difference getting to Nashville as well.
Yeah. So we'll leave here at whatever o'clock, and then I'll just say an hour later that we'll pop in.
Yeah. No, Rick. He's actually put on £7. Luckily, I've only put on 2, or about 1.5.
I've put weight on, brother. I've put weight on. But I have actually picked up a tan, which is actually quite funny. I'm waiting for it to fade and go white again. Yeah, this light shit. It's
Yeah.
never going to work. Oh, fuck! That was
Blind.
that was
Let me get my glasses on.
that was fucking antisocial. Wanker. I'm gonna throw that. I'm blind now. Honestly, I've got my eyes closed and I can see 32 distinct LED lights burning my retina. Motherfucker.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, Tank is a mush. They inducted you into the family, yeah. Waffle House will make you gain weight with their all-star breakfast. British people tanning, the Matrix is real. Yes. It's weird.
Look, I've had shorts on for 2 weeks, or the best part of 2 weeks, and I have white legs. So,
Yeah.
no, British people don't tan. What the arms do.
Charlotte says, are your eyes okay? No.
No.
Do you know the other thing? Apart from our eyes, we are still waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, if not earlier. We are still waking up. Oh, you fucking wankers! They had the Muslim end of Ramadan Eid fucking celebration outside the fucking hotel. These motherfuckers decided at fucking 6:30 to start setting up speakers so they could do their prayers. Motherfuckers woke me up. I'd woken up for an old man's piss about 3 o'clock in the morning. Tam got up at 4. Managed to get myself back off to sleep. And then Ali Akbar fucking starts fucking jumping out of the fucking tannoy down the fucking street. Like, fucking wankers.
Yeah.
Of all the fucking days.
Because we are overlooking the park.
We are literally overlooking a convention centre. So we're between... So where the Tennessean is where the Sunsphere is in Knoxville. We're between... Basically, we're across the road from the Sunsphere, but we're right next to a convention centre. But the problem is, there's a nice big fucking field behind where clearly they put on celebratory events. So the whole of the Muslim community came down to fucking Knoxville, right outside the fucking hotel, right outside my fucking window, and then decided to be fucking cocks about it. Wankers. Now, don't get me wrong. Fucking celebrate, guys. Fasting for 30 days. Crack on. But fuck me. At least let me fucking sleep, you shits.
Oh,
I couldn't fucking believe it. I'm like, who's playing a fucking guitar at this time? What? It's like, look at my fucking phone. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, what cocksuckers playing music?
Yeah, but it wasn't only that. They were yesterday morning. They were outside the convention centre.
Jacob?
With, bucket drums and tambourines.
Yes.
Singing for 3 bloody hours. If you please.
White Bear says, boss is from Middlesbrough in England. He definitely enjoys the weather here. But I had to hook him up with a website that sends out UK-specific foods. Bangers and certain cuts of bacon are not available here. Now, this is the thing. We have to look for cottage bacon, which is our back bacon.
Yeah, but then I like the maple bacon.
And to be honest, we're not having any problems with a lot of the food. There's very few things that we've struggled with. Your Heinz is fucking awful. Your Heinz ketchup, your tomato sauce is fucking awful because you make it with cane syrup. And as a result, it's got this really acidic sweetness to it that you can only dip about 4 chips in, and then I'm fucking sick of it because it's too sweet. So there's going to be, when we eventually come across to America, I'm going to put a whole fucking suitcase of things like pickle, like tomato ketchup, brown sauce.
Right, so what we're going to do is get a container to put all our possessions in and have it shipped over, which takes about 6 weeks from door to door.
Yeah, Terra Crystal. That's there. That's here. That's where
Yeah.
we are.
So I did say to him, before we go, we need to buy a couple of cases of brown sauce because I haven't seen any anywhere, and I cannot be without my brown sauce. I'm sorry. Piccalilli, I have not seen. Branston, proper tomato
Yeah.
sauce.
You have to get the Simple Heinz, 3 ingredients or organic. Oh, Jose coming in clutch. Fee 5-0. How you doing? We're in America at a minute, Fee. We're literally in America. We're gonna have to call it a day on the stream in a second because obviously Atom Gray's gonna go live in 14 minutes. But when we get to Knoxville tomorrow, we'll definitely Nashville. Fuck my ass. When we get to Nashville tomorrow, we are going to definitely be doing a full length Tombi and Tam stream,
but
just to catch up
while we had the chance.
Jacob said, "I grew up on that kitchen. Put it on my scrambled eggs as a kid. Tomato ketchup is fine. Just don't have tomato ketchup that's got high fructose corn syrup in it, because it's goddamn awful. Why put a sweetener inside a condiment that you then have to put an acidity regulator in to stop you boffing it up because it's too fucking sweet? I mean, it's the same with your soda pops. You've got so much sugar in your soda pops, you're having to add a chemical in there to make it seem less sweet. That's fucking insane. And I had a fucking raging headache the other day. I had a fucking splitting headache. When we got to Knoxville, my good God, I couldn't get rid of it for 2 fucking days. And what was it? It was the sheer amount of sugar that was in the soda pops, because I had calmed down again because I wasn't drinking so much of the soda. But fuck my fucking life. You guys, no wonder some of you are fat as fuck, like me, or bigger. Because Michelle Clark, have to go to work. Enjoy your time in Tennessee. You take care of yourself, Michelle. It's good to see you. What's their mayo like?
Actually, not too
That's the same as ours.
No, it's not. It's got a slightly
really
different taste, but yeah, mayo's fine.
Mayo's okay. Bring over a case of brown sauce. It's insanely expensive and hard to find here.
Yes.
Atom Gray done. I can see that. How is it? Living the dream. We are living the dream. Before you go home, hit a Walmart or grocery store and send a case of golden Oreos home.
We can buy them at home now.
The golden Oreos we can buy at home, but that's not a bad idea.
No.
Came in, join a ketchup rant. Yeah, exactly, Fee. Yeah. Steel leg. Tombi can't stay long. Have to go and pick Reese up from school since my sister and mum are still with my dad. I will let you all know once more once I do. Be blessed. You take care of yourself, Steel leg.
Yeah.
Steel leg. Yanni, are you still in chat? Steel leg. I'm going to send you. I forgot to leave you the 4K camera. So I had a 4K camera to drop off as well. So I'll put that in the post. I'll get that in the post tomorrow once we get down to Nashville. Yanni, if you're still in the chat as well, we're going to go to the UPS store and I'm going to send the mixer once we get to Nashville, because obviously it's going to be easier and cheaper from there. Just watch that. Nashville traffic is really heavy there. Much worse than Knoxville. Do you know what? I'm the best driver in America right now. No one can convince me anything else.
I will say,
I am the best driver here.
I will say we've had lorries swing across the lane. We've had people, no indicators. 70 miles an hour, straight in front of us.
Yeah. Rick says, because the food companies hate us here in the US. It's less about that. The food companies are capitalists and they could replace good ingredients with bad ingredients and make more money. Whereas now Robert Kennedy Jr. or whatever his name, Polio Talk, he's taking all of that to task. So hopefully the food's going to start improving. Sadly, Americans drink more soda than water. Yeah, I'm finding that to be the case. I am finding that to be the case. Mike's mayo is fantastic. I don't want to know what you do with Mike. I don't care if you give him a bit of a fucking tug and you slurp up his mayo. Rick,
For God's sakes.
behave.
I think it's Mike's that do the mayo mustard.
Mayo mustard. Yeah, it is.
That's really nice.
David Morris is in the chat. How you doing, Dave? It's good to see you. Bloody hell, I thought the mayo would be shite there.
No, it's actually quite nice.
Right, we're going to wrap it up in a second. Pete says, Godspeed, Tommy and Tam. Hope you all have a great rest of the trip. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much indeed. Mayo is 90% vegetable oil and 2 eggs. Yeah, which is pretty much what we've seen.
It's fine, though.
Yeah. Choice. There is some bonkers choice. And you've got some really weird flavours. You kind of like skipped over just basic flavours. Sure enough, you will find ready salted. But why the fuck would anybody have dill pickle fucking chips?
Oh, right, guys. While we're on the pickles. No.
We were at a bloody restaurant and they put 3 pickles and they weren't pickled at all. They were just baby cucumbers.
They were salty baby cucumbers.
Cucumbers.
Guys, come on, get your shit together.
White Bear says, but if you're in TN, plenty of farm stands and such. There is a farmer's market that we're hoping to get to. Live the dream. Mexicans, no. Rick says, I watched Tombi drive in Massachusetts. He is superior to mass drivers.
I don't think that's hard, Rick.
Yeah. Raquel, lurking for a bit. I'm going to have some lunch. Yeah, we're going to disappear off ourselves, guys. We're going to disappear off ourselves. Weasel jumps in. Water, like out of the toilet. No, purified. You got to purify it first. If you're going to take it straight out of the bog, you got to purify it. It's good to see you, though, Weez. Oh, the reason Tombi thinks he's the best driver is because everyone moves out of the way. The reason is because he's driving on the wrong side of the road. Correct, but that's beside the point. Charlene.
Hey, Charlene.
How you doing? You've literally just caught us right at the end. We're going to be dropping off in 2 shakes of a duck's ass. Charlene says, my mother would love dill pickle flavoured crisps. I'll bring a bag back for her. I'll bring back a packet for her and I'll send them to you, Charlene. Rick says, God fucking speed. Chat Muppets, keep in touch, brother and sister. No, good to see you guys. So we're going to be off to have some ribs in a couple of hours. And then, go and listen to some music, chill out in Knoxville, and make our way down to Nashville tomorrow. So thank you very much indeed, everyone that's joined us, whether you're watching over on Rumble, over on Twitter, over on YouTube. Thank you very much indeed, guys. And we are going to be streaming when we get down to Nashville. Hopefully the internet's going to be a lot better. Because we're renting a house, there won't be anybody else using the internet, so we should have
So we're hoping it's going to be fine.
Yeah, perfect service. If you have a few extra hours, check out the giant statue of Athena and the park. Yes, we have to. Right, until next time, guys, you look after yourselves.
See you later.
And we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Be good.
Started out in Boston with a bag of snacks. Tam had the playlist, Tombi had the facts. Said we'll hit the road and let fate decide. But fate had snacks and a haunted guide. To Salem they rolled through that witchy town. Tombi wore a hat, Tam doubled down. Black cat sold brooms and a spooky brew. And Tombi swore the house really flew. For 10 days rolling, no looking back. Teabagging the map with a suitcase of snacks. From ghost towns to coast towns, they rode with flair, leaving giggles, crumbs. legends with a coffee fix. Next stop, Sleepy Hollow's dark delight. They searched for heads well into the night, then zipped to Annapolis by a crab and tide. Tombi yelled, "I smell seafood pride." DC brought monuments, politics, and memes. Tam photobombed the senator's dreams. Then Chesapeake called with a salty breeze. They drove through bugs and roadside trees. For 10 days rolling, no looking back. Teabagging the map with a suitcase of snacks. From ghost towns to coast towns, they rode with flair, leaving giggles, crumbs, and sass in the air. Tombi and Tam making memories stick. Road trip legends with a coffee fix. Dexman said hi with a southern hug and a biscuit that could knock out a mug. The mountains rose, the skies turned white, and Knoxville danced in the Tennessee pride. 10 days later, with hearts full and wide, they'd driven through weird with laughter as their guide. No plan, just vibes and rest stops view. They made a memory that only legends do. 10 days burning down that road with Tam and flip-flops and Tombi and code. They teabagged states with honks and grace, left jokes and crumbs in every place. From Boston's bean to Knoxville's hills, they're the kind of duo that gives you chills.